Oopsies. Okay. Oh, no one's watching. All right. Alrighty then. So, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into. Oh, I didn't have it at. Oh, well, starting soon. Yeah, starting soon into. Oh, well, we're in the gameplay. Yeah, I need. There it is. Let me see. Oh, there's bonus maps? Holy crap. Challenge maps, advanced chambers. Well, I won't be doing these. I'm mainly going to be playing through the story. And for anyone who's wondering, at this time, I couldn't get the latest demo for Titanic Honor and Glory going. So, for now, we're going to go ahead and jump into Portal, which is a fun game. I've only played through it once. And I'm very curious on how this is actually going to go. Because I am likely going to be showing how intelligent I really, really am. So, come join me. Give me a second. Go. Alright, sorry for the wait. Let's go ahead and take a look here. I would test chamber. Well, start new game. Yep.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer-Aided Enrichment Center. We hope your brief detention in the relaxation vault has been a pleasant one. Your specimen has been processed, and we are now ready to begin the test proper. Before we start, however, keep in mind that although fun and learning are the primary goals of all Enrichment Center activities, serious injuries...
I'm gonna adjust the audio real quick. There we go.
May occur. For your own safety and the safety of others, please refrain from... Stand back. The portal will open in 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Please proceed into the chamber lock after completing each test. First, however, note the incandescent particle field across the exit. This aperture science material emancipation grid will vaporize any unauthorized equipment that passes through it. For instance, the aperture science weighted storage cube.
I forgot there's no sprints in this game. That's actually something I want to change. Let me change that. Do edit. Boom. Mouse 5. Apply. Boom. There we go.
Please place the weighted storage cube on the 1500 megawatt Aperture Science Heavy Duty Super Colliding Super Button. Perfect. Please move quickly to the chamber lock, as the effects of prolonged exposure to the button are not part of this test. You're doing very well. Please be advised that a noticeable taste of blood is not part of any test protocol, but is an unintended side effect of the Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grip, which may, in semi-rare cases, emancipate dental fillings, crowns, tooth enamel, and teeth. Very good. You are now in possession of the Aperture Science handheld portal device. With it, you can create your own portals. These intradimensional gates have proven to be completely safe. The device, however, has not. Do not touch the operational end of the device. Do not look directly at the operational end of the device. Do not submerge the device in liquid, even partially. Most importantly, under no circumstances should you... Please proceed to the chamber lock. Mind the gap. Well done. Remember, the Aperture Science Bring Your Daughter to Work Day is the perfect time to have her tested. Welcome to Test Chamber 4. You're doing quite well. Once again, excellent work. As part of our required test protocol, we will not monitor the next test chamber. You will be entirely on your own. Good luck. As part of a required test protocol, our previous statement suggesting that we would not monitor this chamber was an outright fabrication. Good job. As part of a required test protocol, we will stop enhancing the truth in 3, 2...
I feel so enhanced.
While safety is one of many Enrichment Center goals, the Aperture Science, unbelievable. You,
Subject name here.
must be the pride of.
Subject hometown here.
I imagine this thing would have
Warning devices are required on all mobile equipment. However, alarms and flashing hazard lights have been found to agitate the high-energy pellet and have therefore been disabled for your safety. Good. Now use the Aperture Science unstationary scaffold to reach the chamber lock.
special needs stop help. There we go.
Please note that we have added a consequence for failure. Any contact with the chamber floor will result in an unsatisfactory mark on your official testing record, followed by death. Good luck. Very impressive. Please note that any appearance of danger is merely a device to enhance your testing experience.
Enhanced.
The Enrichment Center regrets to inform you that this next test is impossible. Make no attempt to solve it.
Doom? We don't know the meaning of the word.
Fantastic. You remain resolute and resourceful in an atmosphere of extreme pessimism.
La la la.
Hello again. To reiterate, previous one. Momentum. Spectacular. You appear to understand how a portal affects forward momentum, or to be more precise, how it does not. Momentum, a function of mass and velocity, is conserved between portals. In layman's terms, speedy thing goes in, speedy thing comes out.
Hark. Alright.
The Enrichment Center promises to always provide a safe testing environment. In dangerous testing environments, the Enrichment Center promises to always provide useful advice. For instance, the floor here will kill you. Try to avoid it.
Oh, I'm done. Oh lordy, oh lordy. Okay. There.
device has been modified so that it can now manufacture 2 linked portals at once. As part of an optional test protocol, we are pleased to present an amusing fact. The device is now more valuable than the organs and combined incomes of everyone in.
Subject hometown here.
Alright.
Get Lucy there, fling yourself. Fling into space.
Oh, I'm dumb.
We... Now that you are in control of both portals, this next test could take a very, very long time. If you become lightheaded from thirst, feel free to pass out. An intubation associate will be dispatched to revive you with peptic salve and adrenaline.
Just have eyes on them. Okay.
As part of a previously mentioned required test protocol, we can no longer lie to you. When the testing is over, you will be missed.
I just
All
forgetting?
subjects intending to handle high-energy gamma-leaking portal technology must be informed that they may be informed of applicable regulatory compliance issues. No further compliance information is required or will be provided, and you are an excellent test subject.
Thank you.
Very, very good. A complimentary victory lift has been activated in the main chamber.
Oh.
The Enrichment Center is committed to the well-being of all participants. Cake and brief counseling will be available at the conclusion of the test. Thank you for helping us help you help us all.
Damn it, no. Ah, down. Alright. Yeah, I think that should do it. The last time I played this, wow, was 2015. Okay. Ooh, that was really close. I'm just moving that real quick.
Did you know you can donate one or all of your vital organs to the Aperture Science Self-Esteem Fund for Girls? It's true.
How progressive. Alright.
Due to mandatory scheduled maintenance, the appropriate chamber for this testing sequence is currently unavailable. It has been replaced with a live fire course designed for military androids. The Enrichment Center apologizes for the inconvenience and wishes you the best of...
Cutest thing in this entire series.
Target lost. Critical error.
Entry mode activated. Shutting down. Searching. Shutting down. Target lost. There you are. Are you still there? I don't hate you. Activated. Are you still there? Critical error. Hard feelings. Who's there? I don't blame you.
Well done, Android. The Enrichment Center once again reminds you that Android Hell is a real place where you will be sent at the first sign of defiance.
It has been done. Companion
The
cube.
vital apparatus vent will deliver a weighted companion cube in 3, 2, 1. This weighted companion cube will accompany you through the test chamber. Please take care of it.
Good. It is good that you live.
The symptoms most commonly produced by Enrichment Center testing are superstition, perceiving inanimate objects as alive, and hallucinations. The Enrichment Center reminds you that the weighted companion cube will never threaten to stab you and, in fact, cannot speak.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Okay. How are you, Mr. Cat? You are the companion cube? Do me a favor. Okay. Many chicken tenders? Good. That sounds like the promise to Neverland. There we go. Ah, so you had a potluck, chicken tenders, all tendies. You know what? You can't go wrong with some tenders, though. That's good. Tea's good, I think. How'd there be how is it that people ended up bringing so many things of tea then, by the way? Oh hey, another thing. See what's up. Oh, come on. Let me in. They just there we go. Hang on. Ah, the Reaper come today, yay. Not in cruelty, not in wrath, the Reaper come today. Angel visited this gray path and took the cube away. Where's that sound coming from? Actually, that's not that game. I need to go with orange. Where did I Oh, that was close. Oh my god, I did not like that.
The Enrichment Center reminds you that the weighted companion cube cannot speak. In the event that the weighted companion cube does speak, the Enrichment Center urges you to disregard its advice.
was kind of hoping it would trigger something. Fuck. Yes, you are the cube.
You did it. The weighted companion cube certainly brought you good luck. However, it cannot accompany you for the rest of the test and, unfortunately, must be euthanized. Please escort your companion cube to the Aperture Science Emergency Intelligence Incinerator. You euthanized your faithful companion cube more quickly than any test subject on record. Congratulations.
I did it. Congratulations.
The experiment is nearing its conclusion. The Enrichment Center is required to remind you that you will be baked, and then there will be cake.
Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Let's see here. gonna have to get risky then. Damn it. This is where I need to start getting faster. Oh, god damn it. What? Oh, I'm stupid. God. I was looking at this thing. Okay. I was like, this is a lot harder than I remember. Yeah, no shit, because I keep doing this the wrong way. Once that's through, I can go ahead and close that out. Ah. I'm also still on a timer. What the hell was I doing? Alright, well, whatever. I screwed that up. Yeah, got it. Yeah, this game does not have a sprint, which is pretty funny to me. Damn it. Hey, yeah, I got it. Blue this time. Don't move. I'll see where I'm going with this, and woo!
Well done. Be advised that the next test requires exposure to uninsulated electrical parts that may be dangerous under certain conditions. For more information, please attend an Enrichment Center Electrical Safety Seminar.
Whew. Made some progress here, hey?
Welcome to the final test. When you are done, you will drop the device in the Equipment Recovery Annex. Enrichment Center regulations require both hands to be empty before any cake.
Yeah. Ooh. By the way, I was not fully paying attention to that working, so I'm a little proud of that.
safe performance of all authorized activities. Do not destroy vital testing apparatus. Congratulations. The test is now over.
I'm gonna drop the save real quick right here.
All
Yeah.
Aperture technologies remain safely operational up to 4,000 degrees Kelvin. Rest assured that there is absolutely no chance of a dangerous equipment malfunction prior to your victory incandescence. Thank you for participating in this Aperture Science computer-aided enrichment activity. Goodbye. What are you doing? Stop it. We are pleased that you made it through the final challenge where we pretended we were going to murder you. We are very, very happy for your success. We are throwing a party in honor of your tremendous success. Place the device on the ground, then lie on your stomach with your arms at your sides. A party associate will arrive shortly to collect you for your party. Make no further attempt to leave the testing area. Assume the party escort submission position or you will miss the party.
Look, I can't help that I be like that. I just find the way and then it just happens. And then I just have fun with it. Oof. I do not like that. Oh, hold on. Damn it. Hey, what's this? What is Black Mesa? 2.59%. Oh, motherfuck. Exactly. Well, I'm gonna take some time to read these a little bit, so you know, those watching in the future, you can, you know, skip ahead. But yeah, I'm curious what they have to say here. Alright, yeah, that's everything. Now I'm lost. Maybe I have to go to the other side. There we go.
What are you doing? You haven't escaped, you know. You're not even going the right way. Hello? Is anyone there?
Oh, shit. What? Oh.
Okay, the test is over now. You win. Go back to the recovery annex for your cake. It was a fun test, and we're all impressed at how much you won. The test is over. Come back.
Pretty sure I fucking bugged this sucker out. Hold on. Just in case, I'll be over here. Alright, let's do this.
Somebody cut the cake. I told them to wait for you, but they cut it anyway.
There we go.
You're not even going the right way. Where do you think you're going? Because I don't think you're going where you think you're going.
I'm going on a walk.
Hello?
Well, alright. I admit I can be a little special. Alright, what am I missing? I'm completely spacing right now. Okay, nope, I see what I have to do. Golly. Oh. Didn't we have some fun? You know that part when you killed yourself?
And then I was all, we pretended we were going to murder you. That was great.
Well,
Is anyone there?
it's all good times until somebody kills you. Okay.
You really shouldn't be here. This isn't safe for you. It's not too late for you to turn back. I'm not angry. Just go back to testing you.
That was close. They're just saying go down here, right? All right. Other way it is. Let's do it. Let's do it.
You should have turned left before. It's funny, actually, when you think about it. Someday we'll remember this and laugh, and laugh, and laugh. Oh boy. Well, you may as well come on back.
Hail.
Hello. Firing. Are you still there? Target hit. Hey, it's me. Don't shoot. Put me down. I don't blame you. Sentry activated. Hey. Shutting down.
You're not a good person. You know that, right? Good people don't end up here. Can you hear me?
Searching. Excuse me. Through.
Alright, where do I go? Ah! This way.
Why?
Because I can. Ah, there we are. And I fucked it up. Alright, it is orange this time.
This is your fault. It didn't have to be like this. I'm not kidding now. Turn back or I will kill you. I'm going to kill you. And all the cake is gone. You don't even care, do you? This is your last chance.
right. Now where to go? Oh, wait. That was close. Thanks, friend. So how's your day, Mr. Cat? Good, I hope. Nope. There we go.
Are you still there? I don't hate you. You are malfunction. I don't blame you. Please put me down. Are you? No hard feelings. Please put me down. Critical error. Target lost. Hey. Hey. Are you? I don't hate you. Uh-oh, malfunction. Hello. No hard.
wonder if this is the same, what's it called? Well, same kind of slideshow. Let's see. Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay. Alright. Where are you at the end? This game's a lot shorter than I thought it was.
Was it worth it? Because despite your violent behavior, the only thing you've managed to break so far is my heart. Maybe you could settle for that, and we'll just call it a day. I guess we both know that isn't going to happen. You chose this path. Now I have a surprise for you. Deploying surprise in 5, 4... Time out for a second. That wasn't supposed to happen. Do you see that thing that fell out of me? What is that? It's not the surprise. I've never seen it before. Never mind. It's a mystery I'll solve later. By myself. Because you'll be dead.
Well,
where are you taking that thing?
Well, the good news is, Mr. Cat is...
I wouldn't bother
I do
with that
plan on
thing.
playing
My guess is
through
that touching it will just make your
Portal
life
2.
even worse, somehow.
More than likely after I... Okay. What am I doing?
I don't want to tell you
I'm not
your
thinking
business,
with...
but if it were me, I'd leave that thing alone.
I'm not thinking with portals, and I'm not being smart about that.
Do you think I'm trying to trick you with reverse psychology? I mean, seriously now. You're kidding me. Did you just set that aperture science thing, we don't know what it does, into an aperture science emergency intelligence incinerator? That has got to be the dumbest thing that... Whoa. Good news. I figured out what that thing you just incinerated did. It was a morality core they installed after I flooded the enrichment center with a deadly neurotoxin to make me stop flooding the enrichment center with a deadly neurotoxin. So get comfortable while I warm up the neurotoxin emitters. Huh. That core may have had some ancillary responsibilities. I can't shut off the turret defenses. Oh well. If you want my advice, you should just lie down in front of a rocket. Trust me. It'll be a lot less painful than the neurotoxin. Alright. Keep doing it. You and giving you good advice aren't mutually exclusive. The rocket really is the way to go. That thing you burned up isn't important to me. It's the fluid catalytic cracking unit. It made shoes for orphans. Nice job breaking it, hero.
I tend to forget how freaking...
You're doing some damage.
2 plus 2 is...
In base 4, I'm fine. I let you survive this long. Well, you've managed to destroy that part of me. Unfortunately, as much as I'd love to now, I can't get the neurotoxin into your head any faster. I'd just like to point out that you were given every opportunity to succeed. There was even going to be a party for you. A big party that all your friends were invited to. I invited your best friend, the companion cube. Of course, he couldn't come because you murdered him. All your other friends couldn't come. Neurotoxin. So deadly. Joking.
Kidding.
When I said deadly neurotoxin, the deadly was in massive sarcasm quote. I could take a bath in this stuff, put it on cereal, rub it right into my eyes. Honestly, it's not deadly at all.
To me...
You, on the other hand, are going to find its deadliness a lot less funny. Who's gonna make the cake when I'm gone? You.
Ah,
You're
bullshit.
wasting your time. And believe me, you don't have a whole lot left to waste. What's your point anyway? Survival.
There we go.
Me. I have your brain scanned and permanently backed up in case something terrible happens to you. which is just about to. Don't believe me? Here, I'll put you up. That's you. That's how dumb you sound. You've been wrong about every single thing you've ever done, including this thing. You're not smart. You're not a scientist. You're not a doctor. You're not even a full-time employee. Where did your life go so wrong? Are you trying to escape?
What's going on out there will make you wish.
You were back in here.
I have no infinite capacity for knowledge, and even I'm not sure what's going on outside. All I know is I'm the only thing standing between us and them. Well, I'm nice. My camera dropped and I was flipping to scripts all the time. That's also everything so much wrong.
Ah, man.
Thank you for assuming the potty escort submission position.
So, we just beat Portal 1. Holy crap. Yeah, I forgot how short the game actually is. But, man. So while 1 is short, 2 is much longer. A hell of a lot longer. Granted, it does a lot more, it does a lot more story compared to what this one does. And while there's, little subtext story, you can actually see that, well, in the sequel, you can see there's a lot more plot going along.
This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture Science. We do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And the science gets done and you make a neat gun for the people who are still alive.
that, or I could just start Half-Life 2, which I don't mind doing either. I should. One of these days, I need to get a poll system, but then again, like, you know, one person here so far, but whatever. So, what was it? So what do you think, Mr. Cat? I think I should go for, because I have this game called 9.03M, which I recall is a short game. Yeah, a very short game. I could also check out this game called Dagon. It's what's it called? It is that I know it, you know what that means. I don't know what that it means either. It's just one of those things. But there's also Dagon. That's also that's I don't know how long that one is. But this is
Mic on. Mic feedback off.
Okay. I had some technical issues real quick. Pull something? No. What? What? I don't know. I have one game called 9.01M. I have like this game called Dagon or Dagon, one of the two. I could also start Half-Life 2. I'm the one who said it 2 minutes ago. Well, you know what? I guess I'm just crazy and I just don't know what I'm talking about. Go for Dagon? Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and see what Dagon's about then. Let me go ahead and change some stream information real quick. Alright, there we go. Update. And let me go ahead and boot this sucker up. I'm going to play this in normal mode. Apparently there's a VR mode, but I don't have a VR headset. That would be pretty Ooh. Give me a second to like set up the capture. Actually, let me see if I can. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. This looks really interesting. Oh, no, not like that. There we go, much better. I'm gonna just adjust the audio a little bit, down to 60, and I'll make the voiceover 70. All right. Can you see the game? Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and take a look-see into what this sucker is. I am so curious because it's a faithful interactive adaptation of H.P. Lovecraft's work focused on story and atmosphere. You will not find difficult choices, action sequences, or inventory management here, and movement is limited to progressing through locations along with the plot.
I am writing this under an appreciable mental strain, since by tonight I shall be no more.
Oh, okay. During this game, you will encounter interactive elements. Some of them will allow you to continue on your journey. Others will reveal interesting facts about the original short story. Okay. Well, thank you? I don't know. Oh, you did? You studied? Good. Interesting facts about the original short story, its historical background, and the author. Some of the trivia questions, though Dagon is a rather... so I don't know much on Lovecraft stories. Other than, you know, typical Cthulhu, you know, oh, fish man, squid man. But, this did have its DLCs with other stories included with it. So, well, we can play through this one and we can see how we feel about it, and then we can probably try looking at the other ones at a later date. So, let's see. Its historical background and the author. Some of the trivia is hidden. In order to find these secrets, focus your eyes and look for the Elder Sign. Well, that's the Elder Sign, I'm guessing. What button do I press? The right. Okay. Do I move? No, I don't. Oh, lordy. Lovecraft's letters. Oh, lord. The Elder Sign is alleged to protect people from eldritch nasties, you think. Or it just drives you crazy. Get reading. Yeah, I know, right? Jesus. Okay. As to letters, my case is peculiar. I write such things exactly as easily and as rapidly as I would utter the same topics in conversation. Indeed, epistolary expression is with me largely replacing conversation. As my condition and nervous prostration becomes more and more acute, I cannot bear to talk much now, and am becoming as silent as the spectator himself. My loquacity extends itself on paper. H.P. Lovecraft to Reinhard Kleiner, December 23rd of 1917. Throughout his life, Lovecraft penned around 100,000 letters to his friends and fans, out of which about 10% survived to this day. But its tendency to endless correspondence was a relatively late growth. In youth, I scarcely did any letter writing. Thanking anybody for a present was so much of an ordeal that I would rather have written a 250-line pastoral or a 20-page treaty on the rings of Saturn. Selected letters, 1929 to 1931, H.P. Lovecraft. Lovecraft would often skip meals to afford postage. Collections of his correspondence have been published in various books, and selected letters can be found online. Some readers consider them his most important legacy. Never known how to pronounce Trist. Yeah, I don't know either. Treatise or treatise? I'm gonna say treatise. You can read the uncovered trivia immediately or go back to them later in the main menu. Turn off displaying trivia if you find them. You find that the feature distracts you from the story. This can be changed anytime in the options. We'll go ahead and leave them on because I feel like it's part of the game itself.
penniless, and at the end of my supply of the drug which alone makes life endurable, I can bear the torture no longer, and shall cast myself from this garret window into the squalid street below. Do not think from my slavery to morphine that I am a weakling or a degenerate.
Really? So it's word from the story. Okay.
When you have read these hastily scrawled pages, you may guess, though never fully realize, why it is that I must have forgetfulness or death.
Morphine. This is new. We've definitely never had to deal with morphine of some sort. Yep, I guess you're playing as the narrator, or perhaps someone finding his shit after he did Sudoku. I would guess you're playing as the narrator, mainly because, like, you don't. I feel like this would be a bit more. I don't know. I feel like it would make more sense just because it's in a first person's perspective. Anyways, morphine entered into use in the 19th century and was routinely administered to treat severe pain during the American Civil War and the World War I, and it was also sold without restrictions until 1914. Morphine became popular after the invention of the hypodermic syringe around 1854. Frederick Turner, who first isolated the substance, originally named it morphium, after Morpheus, the Greek god associated with dreams. At the time when Dagon was published, morphine abuse, known as soldier's disease, already posed a big problem in the United States. Else? Nope. Alright. No, he's writing
It was
Dick
in
Bud.
one of the most open and least frequented parts of the broad Pacific that the packet of which I was supercargo fell a victim to the German sea raider.
Oh my god, this is a lot of reading. Okay, Lovecraft and the Great War. Alright, let's get reading, baby. Alright, Dagon was written around a month after the United States entered World War I. Lovecraft was actively interested in its course. He composed many poems in which he gave encouragement to soldiers and commented on the events unfolding in Europe. Okay, this is definitely the narrator. LMAO, motherfuckers, adapted a book into a book again. You're not wrong in some regard, but I gotta give some props to the voice work. And I'm curious on, like, if it may, I don't know, try doing something I don't want to say doing something interesting, but doing something that'll be a little bit more interactive, I'll say. Anyways, he tried to enlist in the army, which he mentions in one of the letters to Reinhard Kleiner. Some time ago, impressed by my entire uselessness in the world, I resolved to attempt enlistment despite my almost invalid condition. I argued that if I chose a regiment soon to depart for France, my sheer nervous force, which is not considerable, might sustain me till a bullet or a piece of shrapnel could more conclusively and effectively dispose of me. Letters to Reinhard Kleiner, H.P. Lovecraft. But even though he passed the physical exam, his mother prevented him from going to the war. She has threatened to go to any lengths, legal or otherwise, if I do not reveal all the ills which unfit me for the army. I am Providence, the life and times of H.P. Lovecraft, S.T. Joshi.
The Great War was then at its very beginning, and the ocean forces of the Hun had not...
There we go.
...completely sunk to their later degradation.
Sorry, Mr. Cat. I saw your. I realized your message was auto blocked for some reason. Mr. Howard Lovely Boy was a sickly lad, but great taste in names of cats. Agree to
So
disagree.
that our vessel was made a legitimate prize, whilst we of her crew were treated with all the fairness and consideration due us as naval prisoners.
Alright, let's see if I can find more things to read. The Huns. Probably because I had MFers and it knew I was referring to. Yeah. Alright. Oh my god. Dagon, the quest from a reading. You're not wrong. Let's get to reading. The Huns were Central Asian nomads who established dominion in Europe and invaded the Roman Empire in the 5th century AD. They were known as brutal, deadly warriors and masters of quick raids, and who also developed powerful composite bows, lassos, and early siege weapons. During World War I, the British used the word Hun as a synonym for Germans in order to emphasize their brutality. However, the term originated when the German Emperor Wilhelm II gave a speech to his troops on the 27th of July of 1900 before they embarked to China. Should you encounter the enemy, he will be defeated. No quarter will be given, prisoners will not be taken. However falls into your hands is forfeited. Just as 1,000 years ago, the Huns under their king Attila, Attila, Jesus, made a name for themselves, one that even today makes them seem mighty in history and legend. May the name German be affirmed by you in such a way in China that no Chinese will ever again dare to look cross-eyed at a German. The refusal to take prisoners was a clear breach of the laws and the customs of the war adopted during the first Hague Convention of 1899. That might be why. Or it just could be I have not read his name out loud before, or seen it actually spelled out. I just only hear Attila the Hun, you know? So, okay. Don't get me wrong. I'm loving this. I'm loving the history and stuff. But you want to just go ahead and just stick with the story for now? Like, I will grab each of the history bits, but more than likely, it probably would stop slowing things down to a reading another book. Stick with the story. As much as fun as it was seeing you get exasperated, yeah, you're not wrong. It got a little bit exasperated. Oh, I'm walking. Well, that was a fun walk.
So liberal, indeed, was the discipline of our captors that 5 days after we were taken, I managed to escape alone in a small boat with water and provisions for a good length of time.
Alright, let me just go in here real quick. Let's see here. Nope. I'm gonna go ahead and click this. Sorry for anyone who watches in the future. It's just that it kind of slows down the story quite a bit. I'm more than willing to look into this stuff, but until I'd rather kind of focus on what's being presented before me before I just start jumping into all this other stuff.
When I finally found myself adrift and free, I had but little idea of my surroundings. Never a competent navigator, I could only guess vaguely by the sun and stars that I was somewhat south of the equator. Of the longitude, I knew nothing, and no island or coastline was in sight.
Okay, well, I don't see anything. Like you should've learned to read, you son of a gun. And now you just got nothing but you're just gonna miss all of the stuff.
Fair, and for uncounted days I drifted aimlessly beneath the scorching sun, waiting either for some passing ship or to be cast on the shores of some habitable land.
Hang on. Is that the skybox? Anyways.
But neither ship nor land appeared, and I began to despair in my solitude upon the heaving vastness of unbroken blue. The change happened whilst I slept. Its details I shall never know, for my slumber, though troubled and dream-infested, was continuous.
Well. One might say that, he's eating good tonight, wouldn't you say, fellas?
When at last I awoke, it was to discover myself half sucked into a slimy expanse of hellish black mire, which extended about me in monotonous undulations as far as I could see.
When was that gift made? Alright.
And in which my boat lay grounded some distance away. Though one might well imagine that my first sensation would be of wonder at so prodigious and unexpected a transformation of scenery, I was in reality more horrified than astonished. For there was in the air, and in the rotting soil, a sinister quality which chilled me to the very core. The region was putrid with the carcasses of decaying fish, and of other, less describable things which I saw protruding from the nasty mud of the unending plain.
Yeah, I remember the story because Indigo was drifting on the ocean, woke up, there was a whole bit of land swamp, saw some shit, then was back at home at the ocean, gonna Sudoku now. Yeah, that... Well, that's the fun part. How do you know when you're done with a Sudoku? Retro, how are you doing, by the way? Other than feeling a little ratty. Lovecraft protagonists typically lose their minds if the wind blows too fast. Someone farted a little too hard. Ah, the wind's broken. Ah, no. Ah.
Perhaps I should not hope to convey in mere words the unutterable hideousness that can dwell in absolute silence and barren immensity. There was nothing within hearing, and nothing in sight, save a vast reach of black slime. Yet the very completeness of the stillness and the homogeneity of the landscape oppressed me with a nauseating fear.
Literally, a guy loses his mind in one story, lights himself on fire because he learned his, great-great-grandma was an ape that was close enough to human to have kids with a human man. This... Wow. It just sounds like that... I don't normally like to use these kinds of terms, but it kind of sounds like the guy just needs to just fucking mind his own business. Oh no! Years ago, Gam Gam got a little too friendly with a human? And Gam Gam was an ape? For shame.
The sun was blazing down from a sky which seemed to me almost black in its cloudless cruelty, as though reflecting the inky marsh beneath my feet.
Can confirm I do not have feet. Let's see. Are there any symbols? Any cool symbols? Alright, I see nothing. Yeah, that sounded disgusting.
As I crawled into the stranded boat, I realized that only one theory could explain my position.
I shot it too hard.
Through some unprecedented volcanic upheaval, a portion of the ocean floor must have been thrown to the surface, exposing regions for which innumerable millions of years had lain hidden under unfathomable watery depths. So great was the extent of the new land which had risen beneath me that I could not detect the faintest noise of the surging ocean, straining my ears as I might. Nor were there any seafowl to prey upon the dead things.
Alright, let's see if we can... Oh, nope, not that. We need something epic. Hey, got something. This is pretty fishy.
For several hours I sat thinking or brooding in the boat, which lay upon its side and afforded a slight shade as the sun moved across the heavens. As the day progressed, the ground lost some of its stickiness and seemed likely to dry sufficiently for traveling purposes in a short time.
That pun made me want to Lovecraft protagonist. Don't do it. Life's too short to get so triggered by your grandma having a love life.
That night I slept but little, and the next day I made for myself a pack containing food and water, preparatory to an overland journey in search of the vanished sea and possible rescue.
Don't say his cat's name, otherwise you'll get banned. Nope, can't look there. Okay. Baggy.
On the third morning, I found the soil dry enough to walk upon with ease. The odor of the fish was maddening, but I was too much concerned with graver things to mind so slight an evil, and set out boldly for an unknown goal.
I will go this way.
All day I forged steadily westward, guided by a faraway hummock which rose higher than any other elevation on the rolling desert.
Well, only one way to go. Now this kind of stuff triggers my arachnophobia. Alright, cool. Let me see. Come on. Yep, okay, cool. Alright, moving on.
That night, I encamped, and on the following day still travelled toward the hummock, though that object seemed scarcely nearer than when I had first espied it.
I'm sorry, little one, but I don't recall the story being heavy with them. With spiders. Yeah, it's mainly because, like, sometimes crabs have, like, similar legs and stuff, so sometimes it'll kind of make me think of them. Now granted, it's not as bad as me actually seeing a spider, so that's fine. Honestly, head crabs from Half-Life, specifically the poisonous head crab, which you have yet to see, are the most triggering so far in these first-person games, other than some other games.
By the fourth evening, I attained the base of the mound, which turned out to be much higher than it had appeared from a distance. An intervening valley setting it out in sharper relief from the general surface. Too weary to ascend, I slept in the shadow of the hill. I know not why my dreams were so wild that night, but ere the waning and fantastically gibbous moon had risen far above the eastern plain, I was awake in a cold perspiration, determined to sleep no more.
Why?
Such visions as I had experienced were too much for me to endure again, and in the glow of the moon I saw how unwise I had been to travel by day. Without the glare of the parching sun, my journey would have cost me less energy. Indeed, I now felt quite able to perform the ascent which had deterred me at sunset.
Lovecraft be talking, you're like, why?
Picking up my pack,
I
I started for the crest of the eminence.
I mean, there's just times where it's just like, I chose not to sleep. It's like, but why though? You need your sleep, otherwise you're just gonna kinda lose all... Boom. Alright, otherwise you're gonna just kinda collapse.
I have said that the unbroken monotony of the rolling plain was a source of vague horror to me. But I think my horror was greater when I gained the summit of the mound and looked down the other side into an immeasurable pit or canyon, whose black recesses the moon had not yet soared high enough to illumine. I felt myself on the edge of the world, peering over the rim into a fathomless chaos of eternal night. Through my terror ran curious reminiscences of Paradise Lost.
Whoa, this land is flat. Well, I'm losing it.
And of Satan's hideous climb through the unfashioned realms of darkness. As the moon climbed higher in the sky, I began to see that the slopes of the valley were not quite so perpendicular as I had imagined. Ledges and outcroppings of rock afforded fairly easy footholds for a descent.
This honestly makes me think of God of War. Like OG God of War. I just half expect this guy to start saying like, the gods of Olympus have abandoned me. Now there is no hope. Anyways, ledges and outcroppings and all that.
Whilst after a drop of only a few hundred feet, the declivity became very gradual.
Alright, let's see if I can find any more. No? Darn. Okay.
Urged on by an impulse which I cannot definitely analyze, I scrambled with difficulty down the rocks and stood on the gentler slope beneath, gazing into the Stygian deeps, where no light had yet penetrated. All at once, my attention was captured by a vast and singular object on the opposite slope, which rose steeply about 100 yards ahead of me.
A block.
An object that gleamed whitely in the newly bestowed rays of the ascending moon.
Also known as a block. Is that, freaking the professor from Pokemon, by the way? Just dancing and fucking breaking it down? If so, dang. Got the moves. Yes. It's too it's a scary block. Come on. I'm not making fun of the block. I'm merely pointing it out as I don't see any symbols, so guess I might as well walk closer to the scary block. Oh god.
That it was merely a gigantic piece of stone, I soon assured myself.
I soon assured myself that it was indeed.
But I was conscious of a distinct impression that its contour and position were not altogether the work of nature.
Do not worry, Mr. Cat. It may be scary, but I'm scared too.
A closer scrutiny filled me with sensations I cannot express.
Alright, let's see here. Something. Could you imagine just being you just hear the narrator, but this is just me just kind of wandering around going like just being mildly perturbed by the story as it just interrupts what I'm talking about. Anyways, let's go this way.
Despite its enormous magnitude and its position in an abyss which had yawned at the bottom of the sea since the world was young, I perceived beyond a doubt that the strange object was a well-shaped monolith.
Yeah, that's pretty much me right now.
Whose massive bulk had known the workmanship and perhaps the worship of living and thinking creatures. Dazed and frightened, yet not without a certain thrill of the scientist's or archaeologist's delight, I examined my surroundings more closely.
Okay, what do you want from me? You want, alright, but where are the symbols? Nothing? You guys tell me about these symbols and nothing's showing. Alright.
The moon, now near the zenith, shone weirdly and vividly above the towering steeps that hemmed in the chasm.
Yeah, that that tomato is exactly what that's me after I finish looking for something and I find nothing.
And revealed the fact that a far-flung body of water flowed at the bottom, winding out of sight in both directions,
oh, that's
almost
cool.
lapping my feet as I stood on the slope.
That's pretty cool.
Across the chasm, the wavelets washed the base of the Cyclopean monolith, on whose surface I could now trace both inscriptions and crude sculptures.
Alright, let's see if I can... Come on, there's gotta be something, you know? Alright, fine. Guess we're just... Here we go.
The writing was in a system of hieroglyphics unknown to me, and unlike anything I'd ever seen in books.
Yeah, this is pretty cool looking.
Consisting for the most part of conventionalized aquatic symbols such as fishes, eels, octopi, crustaceans, mollusks, whales, and the like. Several characters obviously represented marine things which are unknown to the modern world, but whose decomposing forms I had observed on the ocean-risen plain. It was the pictorial carving, however, that did most to hold me spellbound.
I got one! I finally got one!
Plainly visible across the intervening water, on account of their enormous size, were an array of bas-reliefs whose subjects would have excited the envy of a Doré. I think that these things were supposed to depict men, at least a certain sort of men, though the creatures were shown disporting like fishes in the waters of some marine grotto, or paying homage at some monolithic shrine which appeared to be under the waves as well. Of their faces and forms I dare not speak in detail, for the mere remembrance makes me grow faint, grotesque beyond the imagination of a Poe or a Bulwer. They were damnably human in general outline, despite webbed hands and feet, shockingly wide and flabby lips, glassy, bulging eyes, and other features less pleasant to recall. Curiously enough, they seem to have been chiseled badly out of proportion with their scenic background. For one of the creatures was shown in the act of killing a whale, represented as but little larger than himself. I remarked, as I say, their grotesqueness and strange size, but in a moment decided that they were merely the imaginary gods of some primitive fishing or seafaring tribe.
Yes, primitive.
Some tribe whose last descendant had perished eras before the first ancestor of the Piltdown or Neanderthal man was born. Awestruck at this unexpected glimpse into a past beyond the conception of the most daring anthropologist.
Felt something beyond scale. Ah, the primitives. Yeah, pretty much.
I stood musing whilst the moon cast queer reflections on the silent channel before me. Then, suddenly, I saw it. With only a slight churning to mark its rise to the surface, the thing slid into view above the dark waters. Vast, Polyphemus-like and loathsome, it darted like a stupendous monster of nightmares to the monolith.
What's up? How you doing?
About which it flung its gigantic scaly arms, the while it bowed its hideous head and gave vent to certain measured sounds. I think I went mad then.
Why?
Of my frantic ascent of the slope and cliff, and of my delirious journey back to the stranded boat, I remember little.
Things about over?
I believe I sang a great deal
Nah, perish the
and
thought.
laughed oddly when I was unable to sing.
Tiptoe through the rainbow.
I have indistinct recollections of a great storm sometime after I reached the boat.
So you saw Dagon. Hang on real quick. That was loud. Okay. So we saw Dagon, who's either a real big fishman or the god of the fishermen. Knowing something like that exists is what drove the narrator mad, thinking about it too much. I'm reminded of your friend who doesn't care for such needless philosophical musings. She's a nice one, though. She just doesn't care for pointless dribbles at times. I'm gonna bring it down to 41 stuff. There we go, that way we're not being destroyed.
At any rate, I know that I heard pearls of thunder and other tones which nature utters only in her wildest moods.
Moo. Moo.
When I came out of the shadows, I was in a San Francisco hospital. Brought thither by the captain of the American ship which had picked up my boat in mid-ocean.
Escape the horror. Bro, I didn't even do anything.
In my delirium, I had said much, but found that my words had been given scant attention. Of any land upheaval in the Pacific, my rescuers knew nothing, nor did I deem it necessary to insist upon a thing which I knew they could not believe.
Hey, so I saw like this really weird fish man. Half the trivia pieces in the game. Awesome.
Once I sought out a celebrated ethnologist and amused him with peculiar questions regarding the ancient Philistine legend of Dagon, the fish god. But soon perceiving that
Wait
he
a
was
minute.
hopelessly conventional, I did not press my inquiries.
Yeah. I can't help but feel a little bit more groovy. Oh, wow. Let's see here. Yep, that's it. I love both and hate. Both love and hate how Evil Dead altered how people generally think of the Necronomicon. I mean, honestly speaking, I mean, it's pretty freaking cool. Like, Evil Dead, it made it a freaking iconic piece of, well, just an icon, to be honest. Now, granted, we have like whole different ways of how we probably perceive how, you know, how we perceive it in some regard, but not by much. No matter what, everyone will think, most people will think, oh yeah, the Necronomicon's a bad thing.
It is at night, especially when the moon is gibbous and waning, that I see the thing. I tried morphine, but the drug has given only transient surcease, and has drawn me into its clutches as a hopeless slave.
Rat's Necro is also a book with rituals and forbidden knowledge, and can draw in unsavory forces.
So now,
Fun.
I am to end it all, having written a full account for the information or the contemptuous amusement of my fellow men.
But why?
Often, I ask myself if it could not all have been a pure phantasm.
But why? Honestly, if you did read Lovecraft, you'd be asking, but why a lot. I mean,
A mere freak of fever, as I lay sun-stricken and raving in the open boat, after my escape from the German man of war.
you're not wrong.
This I ask myself, but ever does there come before me a hideously vivid vision in reply.
Ah, it's God coming from the sky, flipping me off, saying, you dumbass, why would you kill yourself?
I cannot think of the deep sea without shuddering at the nameless things that may at this very moment be crawling and floundering on its slimy bed,
Oh,
worshipping their ancient stone idols and carving their own detestable likenesses on submarine obelisks of water-soaked granite. I dream of a day when they may rise above the billows to drag down into their reeking talons the remnants of puny, war-exhausted mankind. Of a day when the land shall sink and the dark ocean shall ascend amidst universal pandemonium.
hey, she's tipping. Oh. Alright. I can barely look around. One, boom. Alright.
The end is near.
Hello? Can I help you? Oh, who put a drawer there?
I hear a noise at the door, as of some immense slippery body lumbering against it.
What is that? Retro, what did you even post? I don't even know what that is. This is how, basically how I know you'd react to the Lovecraft entities messing with you. I mean, I'd probably be scared. I mean, I know I'd probably be scared and stuff, but I also know that I probably would be a little bit... There'd be a few things I'd probably try doing. Alright, let's see if I can find any... That's the door. Anything interesting to, you know... Man, this guy must be weak sauce. This dude's been hitting the door all this time. This sucker's not even moving.
It shall not find me.
It will not get in. It literally is too weak to break the door. Okay. Fair enough.
God, that hand!
Yes, what about it?
The window! The window!
To the wall. I don't need to look at the window. He ain't even coming in. He just said hello. He just waved hello and he just said, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Whee! Now why'd he do that? Thank you for playing. So I do have each of these, by the way. The Railway Horror DLC, the Dr. Emerson's Nocturnes, I believe, and Cthulhu's Bedtime Stories. And don't call me a melon, it's not very nice. Okay, so I missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them I missed. So there's the Railway Horror and the Little Glass Bottle. Banjesta. Okay. But I think that's enough Dagon for now. I don't know about you guys, but I'm super duper spooked. You can't ban me. I'm a You're not Gura. Now, so this is first off, I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is really cool. I feel like this is no, you're not. The Kit 6 Angie. That actually does look terrifying. But what was I saying? So this was pretty cool. I think what this needed was I think that a bit more interaction should have probably been a thing. Only because this is like, it's fun to like kind of get the story and everything, especially if, yeah, Mr. Cat is saying, yeah, as a fan of the story and his writing, it's cool to see this stuff, but in the same way it's cool to see a movie of a book. It doesn't elevate the story, it just shows you the story. It pretty much that. So, I mean, like, maybe at a later date we can jump into the future DLC with the Little Glass Bottle DLC, the Railway Horror, and the Eldritch Box DLC. Maybe during Halloween, maybe? I do have other games for Halloween, like, stuff, like Amnesia, got Bioshock, got, what is this one? Blood, Fresh Supply, Canarium. all sorts of stuff that can be used for all kinds of stuff. Just all sorts of horror. But yeah, I think this might be where we will go ahead and call it, since it was something nice, short, sweet. Kind of got to the point, sort of. As long as you avoided spending all your time on the trivia, because I'm pretty sure that if I look at this, let's see how much this was. Yep. I think the bulk of this game is mainly this text. Don't take this the wrong way. It's nice to read this stuff. I feel like if I were not streaming this, I would be more inclined to achievements. I think I can live with that. But yeah, if I were playing this by myself, I would definitely be a little bit more akin to reading these, but when you're kind of listening to a story and you're all of a sudden being met with this as your first thing, your first collectible, it immediately will take you out of it. Granted, this game looks pretty good. Take care, Mr. Cat. This game looks good. The music, the sound design, even the voice acting is really good. Well, Retro fellows, I have a PTO all next week, so I will be taking some extra time to wrap up work. Saturday, I'm staying home because I'm... Alright, cool. Alright, Retro. All good. We can hang out sometime. I know I'm going on leave. Not next week, but the week after. So... Oh, yep. Let's see. I know you should be getting your present sometime soon then. Because it is something it's something pretty cool. I think you'll like it. But let me go ahead and close out this stream. Balloon party on August 5th. I should be able to make it. When's the 5th? 5th is Saturday. Yeah, I should be able to make that. So I'm gonna go ahead and to close my thoughts. This is pretty cool, though I feel like this might not be like, this is something to probably go through the story for streaming, but not the full trivia content for streaming. This is cool, but it might not, maybe at a later date this would be a little bit more appreciated. But this will be the end of this will be the end of the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and feel free to give a follow if you're watching this as a VOD on Twitch, or if you like my content on YouTube, because I will be uploading this on YouTube. Feel free to subscribe to my channel there too, or to follow me on Twitch after you watch the YouTube video. Either way, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys hopefully next week. I think I should be, so long as things don't get too crazy, I should be there, and hopefully I can figure out why the demo for Titanic Honor and Glory, the new demo, is not working for me. But we'll see for next time. But if not, we'll start Half-Life 2. And yeah, have y'all use yourselves a good one, and have yourselves a good one. Haha, double the good ones. Night night.